When you log into Tinkercad, you will come to this page which is called the dashboard. You might be over here where this is the default where it opens up on 3D design, but navigate yourself to this part where it says circuits, and then you should be able to design your own circuit. So let's hit create new circuit, and let's spend a moment to understand the different tools and what do we need to get started. So first, let's name our project social distance gadget. You can also add your name at the so you can find out your project later on. Okay, let's look for, so these are going to be our components library, and this is the part where we design our gadget, the schematic part of it. So let's scroll down and look for Arduino Uno R3. This is going to be the brain of our system. When you hit start simulate, you can see that the USB cable gets plugged in, and this is from where the board gets its power, and then there is a flashing LED over here. If you look at the code part of it, you can click code, and then we will come to this part. It's a little bit like Scratch where the blocks are grouped by category and each have a unique color. So in this code, here it says set the built-in LED to high, wait for 1 second, turn it low, and then wait for a second. And as you can see, this LED is beeping. If you wanted to change the timing of that, you can put in 0.5 seconds, which will make it go faster. And then when you hit start simulation, you can see it's beeping faster. Another thing you might notice is that there is no forever loop here. And the reason for that is in microcontrollers like Arduino Uno, when you put in a code, Arduino executes that code forever and ever. So so that's a big difference between microcontrollers and other programming boards. So keep that in mind. So we are gonna design our social distance gadget with the help of a ultrasonic sensor. So let's go ahead look for the ultrasonic sensor. So we don't want the one which has 3 pins, as you can see here. We want the one which has 4 pins. So this one. So let's get our ultrasonic sensor here. You can rotate parts by clicking on them and clicking this rotate tool. And so it's easier to connect these pins to the board. All right. So every kind of sensor that you have to connect, you will see that it has some common pins. So it's good to get acquainted with them. So there is VCC, which means power, ground, which means the ground, and then trigger and echo. So these two are the pins from where the data is going to be coming out from this ultrasonic sensor. Hit start simulation and then zoom out. You will be able to see that when you move this ball, you are actually simulating your ultrasonic sensor operating. You can stop simulation. Let's start by connecting VCC and ground. So let's connect 5 volts, click, turn, click, turn. So that's how you drag a wire. By convention, power is red and ground is black. So go ahead, connect to your board. If you want perfect right angles, you can always adapt and change. Let's start by connecting trigger. So trigger to A1, echo to A2. All right. So next, when we sense ultrasonic sensor distance under 6 feet, we want to light up a red LED indicating that, hey, it's time to be careful. So we're going to drag out a LED from the library. You can also drag out another LED, and I'll show you why. So you can change the color to green for an indication that one is safe and one distance isn't. We can also go down and get a piezo buzzer. So if we are under red, we can make a small sound. Let's start connecting this. So if you have worked with LEDs before, you know cathode is ground. So we're gonna go up. So we need a resistor before we can connect a LED, because you know that we can't send too much current through our LED. So I pulled out a resistor. I'm gonna turn it.